A lot of manipulation happened with XRP today. Let me explain. The monthly candle just closed, guys. If you ask me, this is crazy, this is evil. Check out this close of the standard candles every month. You have to enlarge it to see that it ends at $3.02. Guys, it's just under $3. That's crazy. What, guys? That's how you know they're squeezing XRP, in case you didn't know. At that point, I really hoped that everything was okay. How much did this amount to? Just a 0.5% rise, and XRP would have been set to go parabolic on the monthly time frame. Since then, the RSI on these indicators has shown that this has happened. What does it say? There is no sign of a bearish split. I know that bearish divergences are bad for bulls, but bearish divergences give you momentum, which is like adding a lot more fuel to the fire to keep going up, right? That means we now have, I think it will be this month. Right now, we're going to be over $3.30. I'm pretty sure it will happen by the end of this month. On the hike in the Shis, though, it was proven, right? On the monthly chart, the rise in the Shis does show a downward trend, so they're going to pump it up in the coming months. I think the hike in the Shi candles are more important than the normal candles. I don't know if that makes a difference, but I think a lot of people use their regular light. That's likely the case. But take a look at Bitcoin. That's it for Bitcoin, guys. On the standard candles, take a look at that huge high point. Okay, so now that we know Bitcoin has a bunch of crazy bearish divergences on a monthly time frame, XRP is behind Bitcoin. Okay, one more step behind, because that means they'll keep pumping Bitcoin here. Okay, that extra piece just running behind meant that it wasn't a bad thing. When you compare this monthly candle to ours, guys, look at how crazy XRP went. Things will be great in the months to come, but don't give up hope. In a few days, 2 days from now, and 3 days from now, the 3 weekly needs to be above $3.03. It's closed now, right? I think all of these guys are bullish, but manipulation hit hard again. That's crazy. In fact, it was $3 and more than 10 cents, and it was $3.02 when it closed. How is that even possible? Yes, and I want to know who is messing with these markets. Why? What I find so strange is that there is so much good news. I'm going to talk about all the good news that happened today in one setting. Oh, this much good news came along and we dumped all of our crypto. Crypto Bank Anchors Digital just bought $1.2 billion worth of Bitcoin for businesses. Business and government groups are buying Bitcoin worth billions of dollars. Then why isn't it pumping? Micro seller plans were to raise $4.2 billion to buy more Bitcoins worth billions and billions and billions of dollars. It was bad, but we still dumped. Maybe didn't buy today, right? Still, this is good news for the future. With all this news, it should have pumped. Then we got a message that the ACS Treasury had just bought back another $2 billion. This is covert QE, guys. Money is coming back into the markets. Right now, President Trump has made another important trade deal with South Korea. South Korea will spend 350 billion won on an ACS buy worth 100 billion won, and a trade area where American goods don't have to pay any taxes, all of these good things happening. Catalysts news, what do we say? That seems like a crazy plan to me. The CEO gives some advice saying that Bitcoin will reach $150 by the end of the year. After that, we got Cathie Wood thinks that Bitcoin will be worth $1,500,000 by 2027, right? Okay, so that's why they changed these assets in such a crazy way. Also, it's the tiniest thing. I believe that gold, silver, and XRP are the 3 most manipulative assets in the market. If you see Bitcoin right now on the monthly, we'll see if you can also eat an Ethereum high close on the monthly. I mean, this doesn't look too bad for ETH either. Guys, it's been a crazy month, so they want people to leave, and that's the point. Right now, that's what I understand as the reason there's so much abuse. Even though good news came out today and it dumps. Do you mean it? That can't be true, since they want you to leave. By the way, Coinbase says today that the number of Bitcoins they hold will rise in Q2 2050. Bitcoin, yes, they bought even more Bitcoin in Q2. There are 12,000 in total. Okay, the market is worth 1.2 billion. After that, the Coinbase report says that XRP brought in more money for Coinbase than either Ethereum or Solana, which makes sense since so many people trade XRP, right? XRP is getting a lot of attention. How do we dump? Take a look at all the new news that came out today. I just can't handle it. It is planned for Coinbase to offer tokenized stocks and forecast markets to ACS users. What are you guys thinking? The stock market is about to turn into toys? What will run on the blockchain? Okay, so which chain will it be? The XRP record this or that? The CEO of Robinhood says that tokenization is what the new banking system is built on. Who are the only ones who said all of that today and we still dump them? Just so you know, who will be the first to say that the new banking system is coming? You can see it ahead of you. But people laughed, right? And I thought we were crazy, but billionaires are supporting our claims that a new financial system is on the way. That's why these markets are hacked so often. Then I knew that when they flipped the switch, everything would be clear. You will eventually be able to use crypto from CZ to pay for trillions of dollars. The CEO of JP Morgan just said on CNBC that the company will offer services for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Now here we go, happen I guess today, and then we dump really merging. In the past few months, we've seen a merging of crypto and JP Morgan with traditional finance, whether it's the partnership you announced yesterday with Chase that lets customers use credit cards to fund their Coinbase accounts, or Investor Day where you said clients can, he will never say the name XRP, but he will love you and be so happy to say Bitcoin. He didn't like it in 2017, but now he wants to join. He says, oh, there's so much money I need to get in as soon as possible. But it's clear that he has XRP. Don't be fooled here. Now is the time to buy Bitcoin or the safe coin-like token, even though you were told not to. JCMD, how common do you think crypto will be in traditional banking, and do you think there will be risks as these two fields merge? In essence, they just confirmed this again to world colliding. It might not have told risk. Oh, that's clear. They haven't written all the laws yet. For example, think about the guard and the rules that go with it, like AML and BSA and KYC and disclosures. And when they say stablecoin, which will have, I'm not against them.